Welcome to How to Fly Jets and Succeed in Battlefield 3. All this footage was taken through the beta, and I didn't get a lot of time to use the jets, but there was enough time to sort of get some basic tactics and how to survive in the air for more than 20 seconds without getting shot down. Now, first of all, I'm just going to take off and fall in behind the enemy jets that come straight out of their spawn. They are quite stupid. But the first thing you have to learn is how to fly properly. If you can, when Battlefield 3 releases, try and get on an empty server and learn the flight controls. You won't be able to do much unless you know how to fly. Now, secondly, you need to be good at combat and aiming, which I'm not very good at right here, because the plane does sway a bit, and the aiming reticle moves a bit as you're moving, so that can be a bit hard to master. And as you can see, it's flying straight up and not moving. Easy. Third is tactics. You want tactics to survive. You can't just fly around and own everyone. You need to actually know how to fall in behind them and get behind them and get on their tail and not get owned. Now here I'm in the slow moving void area in which you move really slowly. It's sort of out of the map. Now if you go up into that and there's an enemy behind you, you've just lost. But here I'm coming down, attacking some tanks with my jet. The machine gun on the tank is extremely ineffective against tanks. Do not try and engage tanks in a jet until you've unlocked the AGM missiles. So here, there's a jet on my tail. I try and do a sharp turn and avoid him. Generally, you'll want to fly low and maneuverable, flying between trees and natural obstacles to try and get someone off your tail. And here, make greedy and just think, oh, I'll just crash in this chopper and blow him up, which I did, double kill, and to go off there and die. And surprisingly, I got into a lot of the jets. Generally, there are a lot of people camping the jets to try and get in them because they're new to the beta and want to try it, which means you get a lot of noob pilots too. But here I try and take out some tanks because I haven't learned that the machine gun's crap yet, and fly around here. Now, just so you know, these cables you can fly through and you will not get damaged. Don't worry about that, which is good. I would have been frustrated if they actually had a collision and you could get blown up on them. But here I'm taking fire, so I'm trying to fly low and get him off my tail. And I'm going to go behind this guy simply because when you're behind them, it's easiest to hit them. Going perpendicular from the side or going from the front, you just don't have time or you can't be accurate enough to hit them. Here I am behind him, he's flying straight up, which means I get a lot of hits on him because he's not moving much. And then vehicle disabled. When their vehicle's disabled, they can't really do a lot. Their movement is hindered and they can't use their boost, and they sort of drift a bit left and right. Well, and basically this means it is extremely hard to land the thing and very hard to get it in behind you. So once you've disabled them, there's probably a 90% chance that they'll just try and fly around and get low to the ground and land and crash. Maybe a 5% chance that they'll actually get behind you and hit you. Another 5% that they'll actually land it. But here I'm just flying low again. When you hold S on PC, I don't know what it is in consoles, to slow down and do a turn, it is really sharp turn, which is nice for getting in behind them or being really maneuverable. As you can see here, I lower my thrusters and then boost out of the turn, so I can turn as fast as possible. And this guy probably knows I'm behind him because he's taking another sharp turn. Now when I played, I like to use the arrow keys for just moving up, down, left and right, and using the mouse when I actually had to fire at someone. I just felt it was easier because when you use the mouse, it's just not natural flying with it, especially in sharp turns. So this guy, we're having a little circle battle out here, which is quite an annoying thing to do. Just flying in circles when they've got to try and stay in your tail is just frustrating. Please don't do that. It's such a stupid way of doing things. But here, I just got sick of him just going around in circles and flew off and thought, oh, I'll just attack some other objectives. But that lock indicator means that he's firing a missile at me, and I flew low in between some trees trying to dodge the missile. I'm going to get hit once. And as you can see, I'm flying really low now trying to avoid him hitting me. And flying over my base, hoping that anti-aircraft gun on the runway will provide protection, but no, my team's stupid. So I hop out, and when you're parachuting down, generally I would carry an anti-aircraft missile launcher, like a Igla or a Stinger, and fire it at them while parachuting down, but I actually had an RPG. And you'll see why just the instances switch around later when I have pretty much a Stinger, and I'm parachuting down in front of an anti-aircraft gun, which wasn't very good. As you can see here, getting in behind them again. Most pilots are naive and will just let you come in behind them. When they get hit, don't fly really aggressively. But here another one comes in behind me and instantly disengage from whoever you're following when there's one behind you. I know a lot of pilots don't, and that is a very stupid thing to do. Here missile lock, so I'm trying to fly as low as I can and get in between some trees here. But he gets a lock on me and I actually crash into a tree, which is probably a bad idea. And I'm in their base. And this isn't in the combat area, which I guess stops spawn camping. But it's a bit annoying when you jump out of a jet, the crash that you just survived, and I die. Okay, and here I somehow got another jet, which is really helping me to get my unlocks for this, because I really wanted to get Sidewinders before the beta ended. I did, just didn't get a chance to record with it, and they are quite effective. You know, as soon as it locks, and you've got a lock on them, just hold it there, and most pilots will be stupid enough to bring out their flares, and you just fire one. But here, I'm just coming up behind this guy, took out my teammate, because even though there's a jet to the right, always try and save your teammates, because if you take out that one following him, he can just help you. But here, flying around in circles, he's having a circle battle with me, and I'm just like, screw this, and I just simply fly off. So here, there I find the jet again after his circle battle. He must have found out I've just disengaged from his tail, and I'm just flying around to get behind him again, hoping he won't just fly in circles like a retard. And here I think I'm coming up behind a jet, but actually it's coming straight at me. But it only hits me like once or twice, which is why flying front on will never work. Unless, of course, you're doing it from really far away with, say, missiles. Him coming in behind that pile again. And generally you want to try and get on the first burst, but I was a bit too quick here, and I only hit him a few times. And he really should have been disabled at this point with the amount of times I hit him. Probably just lucky. So he must have had like 53% health or something, and taking anti-aircraft fire, so I disengage straight away. I try and fly over, but he just clips me with the last few shots and disables me. Hear him parachuting down, and I think, wow, my RPG is going to be helpful now. And I think, oh, we got my eagle, I'll just fire it at that jet, which does nothing. Then I parachute down and go, oh shit. And I frantically try and get to my AT mines, which I'd actually replaced with a repair torch. So I had nothing against that tank. And here, getting the jet again. It's just magical how some people don't camp the jets about a couple of days in the beta. But as you can see here, when your landing gear is down, which you can't control, you are very slow and not very maneuverable. You have to fly straight for your pilot to bring up the landing gear, and it is really annoying. As you can see here, got behind another guy, and I'm taking fire from behind, so I don't keep following that guy. I just straight out fly low. Here's a good instance of flying low and avoiding. Basically, I just flew through those trees like a boss. And flying over my runway. Generally, you'll have some smart people in an anti-aircraft gun, but this guy, well, I didn't. And my landing gear engaged because I got too close to the ground. So I'm flying really slowly, and this is absolutely hilarious. I'm trying to pull up and get out, and the guy comes in behind me and crashes. Good job. That was absolutely hilarious. And basically, never fly that bastard you can't pull up, ever. Also, choppers are really easy to take out from when you're in a jet. They're slow moving, and they're really easy to predict the flight path of, and you can take them out extremely easily. And if they have like AA missiles, you might have a problem. As you can see, I'm getting locked onto, but I'm a bit greedy and get the disable anyway. But flying out of the range that they can lock onto with is a good idea, because that way you can just... they have no way of locking onto you. And here I unlock IR flares, which were nice, but I don't think I even used them during this recording. So here I'm just going in to confirm that jet kill. He crashes while he's disabled, just because he does that and he can't fly. And here, I'm trying to fight an anti-aircraft gun which can't hit me, but he locks a missile on. And here, as you can see, I do a really sharp turn by slowing down and speeding up at the end, and fly low to avoid his missile, which would have probably meant certain death. But I'm going to fly over here and get back over to my base and support my teammate who was taking off. If one jet is versus two jets, the chances of them beating the just 1v2 are very low. But here I get shot by another jet and get taken out. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this commentary and actually know how to fly, which will probably be for Battlefield 3 complete because the beta isn't running anymore, then like the video. And thanks for watching again.